Welcome, folks. Welcome to Fantasy Golf TV with Jeff Deal, my sidekick, and the golf monger, or I should say sports monger himself, Brian Steffen, right? You just know it all.
Well,
you do, man. I mean, I have so much respect for you.
Hey, will you call Tiffany and tell her that?
No, I won't.
I've talked to her. She's not buying that.
No, yeah, no,
I'm not going there.
That I know it all. Yeah,
But no, and I appreciate what you did. As soon as I saw you today, you thanked me for the Jets bowing out in the playoff race. So
I appreciate
that.
Got my
very
Steelers
much.
let us slide in the back door after we
Unbelievable.
chucked it up 2 weeks ago against Baltimore.
Just the same old with the Jets.
Well, listen, all that does is lose a couple of draft picks. We're going to be lower on the draft pick pool because we're not winning nothing in the playoffs.
No, I still think you guys got a shot. I really do. I think you guys, talent-wise and offense, I think you got a strong team. You got to stop people, but
Well, that's the problem.
well, you know,
That's the problem.
Harrison, he's getting a little old.
Yeah, no, we can't cover anybody. That's our secondary is terrible.
And we, listen, we could talk football all the time, but
This
is
is
the preview of the 2016.
So we spent the
Fantasy
first
golf
2
season
minutes of
on
the first show of
football.
2016 of Fantasy Golf TV talking about football.
Right, and we can do that forever. But this is the 2016 preview show for the Fantasy Golf TV. And our leagues that we have. I have a couple of leagues going again this year. And folks, listen, I'm going to put a lot of this stuff on social networking, Twitter at Fantasy Golf TV, Facebook.com/Fantasy Golf TV, and go to our website, fantasygolftv.com. There's going to be a lot of content there on how to join our leagues. Obviously, the first tournament is the Tournament of Champions, which is
Starts Thursday.
So
Yeah.
you've got a day to get a team. You can go to our league, and I'm going to give you some information right now. If you want to join our league, it is it's a Yahoo league that I'm talking about right now. We have a couple others out there, but the Yahoo league is go to TGD TV League. That's the name of the league. Group ID is 3189. Put a team in there, have some fun, read some instructions on what you need to do afterwards. Have some fun for a month or so. If you think you can beat us gurus up here and see what you got, then last year, right, I was leading you all year. And it was real close. You were doing great. I was doing great. But the last 4 weeks of the year, I couldn't play Jordan Spieth anymore. Couldn't play Dustin Johnson anymore.
He didn't plan out very well.
And the guru himself had no clue what to do at the end of the year. And I wound up coming in 7th place in our league, so which is respectable. But you came in third?
Third.
Yeah. So that's pretty good. Jeff, how did you finish last year? You recall?
He finished.
I barely finished.
You barely finished.
He had 2 flat tires and ran out of gas, but he rolled in across the finish line.
That's good.
No, this is going to be this year, I think is going to be a tough year to predict.
Oh, no question. No question about it. Well, listen, and I appreciate that, but is Jordan going to do what he did again? Am I going to have to pick him? Like, as soon as I saw you, you said, "So who you got this week?" And I said, "Jordan." I mean, I'm right off the bat. I'm going right off the blocks, right out of the blocks. I'm putting him on my team. So, again, I have my team set, but not fully. I like to hear from you first. Hear from Jeff and get some advice. Get some advice from some of the other folks. I do a lot of research. I always look at past performance on the venues, but I'm pretty much set with my team. And Jordan is kind of a question mark. So
he's not on my team.
Okay, you're saving him.
He's not on my team.
Listen, is he gonna have a full encore of what he did last year? I don't know. I heard he's gone through. Wait.
He could.
Have you done enough research to know that he's gone through a swing change? Did you know that?
Yes.
What is that? How do you go through a swing change? You're light years ahead of everybody out there, and you go through a swing change.
Actually,
I don't know.
He's not.
He's not light years ahead of everybody?
Yes.
Well, he doesn't hit the ball as far.
Right. Well,
and that's what he's trying to do.
And he's not consistent.
Do you remember what happened to David Duval?
Yes.
When Tiger Woods came on the scene and he realized, I got to hit the ball farther.
Yeah,
what happened to him?
He's doing Golf Channel coverage now.
It's going to be the DD.
He completely disappeared.
The David Duval. Jordan's going to be known as the DD effect.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
He's just that good.
Listen, a swing change might help. I think, hopefully, he's looking for more accuracy than he is extra yardage.
He had one miss, and it was high right.
Yeah.
But he always was able to get out of play. It's not like Tiger was hitting other fairways.
Yeah, listen, he's not going to I shouldn't say. I'm going to say this, just to be bold. He's not going to putt the way he putted. He can't. He will not do that forever.
Okay. Well, here's a statistic.
The way
right
he
here.
putted in 15, he will not putt for the next 20 years like that. So he's not going to be able to save himself on the green all the time like that. So he needs to get away from that high right.
Well, I disagree.
His
I think that's
inconsistency.
one thing that is a consistent with him on the greens, and I don't think he's going to miss on the greens. He'll always have that. So total difference of opinions. There.
Maybe he will.
Let's put some money on it. Let's go. Let's do a little
I'm in.
Greens. Putting percentages, and we'll take a look at it.
Sure,
Okay,
absolutely.
And we'll keep you guys updated on that too.
But he's
hey, Dave, how are you in the background there? Dave is who's in our league.
I just can't see. I mean, the guy didn't miss when it mattered.
He's stoic.
He
He's
did it.
stoic on the greens, and I don't think he's going to lose that.
He did
But
miss
here's the
when it
statistic,
mattered.
right? He's a FedEx Cup champion, right?
Huh?
There has been no repeat FedEx Cup champion
Correct.
ever.
Correct.
So will we get that encore? Will he do it again?
I don't see why not. But there's a laundry list of guys right behind him that will have something to say about that.
Well, it's hard to think that. Yeah, there's no question, but it's hard to think that he's not going to be one of the top 30 that's playing at the
he'll
Tour
be playing at
Championship.
Eastlake for sure.
So
For sure, barring any kind of injury, he'll be playing at Eastlake.
I don't know. That's
His little
change.
swing change is not going to be a David Duval, and he's not even going to go through what Rory went through changing equipment, making the swing change.
No, he's not changing. He had 9 guys are changing equipment this year.
Yeah, you see how many of them are going to the new
The new PGX?
PXG or
PX, yeah.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
The guy that
The old
guy-
guys from Ping.
the billionaire from GoDaddy decided to come out with his own golf clubs.
Yeah.
He stole basically Ping's staff.
Yeah, he did.
And
And if you look, I saw a picture of the wedges. They're the Ping wedges.
Yeah,
they're the S59 wedges.
so he stole
Can we talk about the? Can we talk about this?
He stole Ping's staff. he stole their clubs, and apparently, I was reading an article about this because the big deal is Zach Johnson coming off a year where he's had the best year of his career, winning the Open Championship, playing great all the way through the end of the year in the President's Cup. He's the big name that they now have,
Right.
the PXG. So, but if he's,
I'm curious. Anytime somebody changes clubs, it takes a year to recover. And
well, it
and,
does. The
Brooks Koepka is going to Nike.
yeah.
So, and that's
Yeah.
big. He called Rory. He called.
What did he play before?
Good question.
Koepka.
He was a Callaway guy, I
Callaway.
think. He was Callaway.
Was it
yeah.
Callaway? Well, here's the thing.
Excuse me, folks.
What we've learned that Nike's able to do is take other clubs and make them look like Nike so they can play them.
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody says that the Nike clubs that Tiger's hitting right now is the old bladed Titleist. So,
Well, it's-
musclebacks, and I understand.
Rory's clubs. He couldn't. He tried to play Nikes for a year, couldn't play them. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he started dominating again.
Right.
You don't think those aren't his old Titleists with
I
just a
think
swoosh on the back?
No, I think that was his ex-girlfriend.
Maybe. then there's that.
You never know, man.
But
Talk about Rory. I mean, here he's healthy, right? He's
Yeah.
strong. He's coming out of the box early. He's playing the Northern Trust. Never played that venue before in early
Yeah.
February. Playing in Abu Dhabi coming up. So I like him.
coming off winning the European Tour, what's it called?
Order of
The,
Merit.
Order of Merit.
Yep.
Again,
Again. Yep.
2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that,
After being injured.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
no question.
Their season ends in December.
Yeah, it's
November.
Not a wraparound
November.
season.
It's like the PGA Tour always ended in September. Then they had like 3 months of silly season, and then starting in January. The European Tour is a longer season.
Yeah,
It stretches out longer.
right.
So
Well, the weather patterns are different there, but still, though,
they are.
I
They're not,
still
they're not playing yet.
right.
Like where the PGA Tour starts now in Hawaii, they take advantage of having that
Right.
ability. You're not playing golf right now,
That's why they're in the Middle East.
right? That's why they're over in the. Are they official European Tour events
Uh,
already?
yeah, I think is it the BMW?
Is it?
Yeah.
So
Think so.
instead of, here's my question to you, and this is totally off the fantasy topic, but while you brought it up, just coming off that, or maybe I brought it up.
That's okay. I mean,
What's
it's
the
a
difference-
preview of 2016.
what's
It's all part of the show.
What's the difference of starting your next season earlier as opposed to stretching out the season and ending later.
Well,
Like the European
you're talking about
tournaments.
what the European PJ Tour does,
Right. So
compared
it all
to what
falls
the
in
PJ Tour
calendar
does.
year.
Right.
PJ Tour wanted to add more events. So they started next year, this year,
Well, I
as
think
opposed to extending the current year.
what Fincham wanted to do was he wanted to get more of his top players in some of those lesser events. So because
So-
of FedEx Cup points.
So if you make later in the year, instead of being the beginning of next year, why wouldn't you stretch out the season
I totally agree.
where you're still building, you're coming down the stretch of the FedEx Cup as opposed to getting a head start on the FedEx
Right.
Cup. What
You know
basically
why?
the big name players now, because you can't move those tournaments. Those tournaments have too long standing been
Well, and-
important to the race down the home stretch, and they ain't giving up their spot on the.
I'm going to tell you exactly why, though. Once the NFL starts,
Nobody cares.
they lose ratings.
Nobody cares.
Ratings go
Right.
right down. So that's part of the NFL schedule dictates a lot of what the PGA
Well,
Tour
that's
does.
and I totally agree with you. I just wanted to ask, see what your opinion was.
Yeah.
Why not stretch it out? That's exactly why.
Yeah.
If you're going to make the season, let it be the beginning of the year.
I mean,
where
think-
nobody really cares.
Look about right now. I mean, Kevin Kistner is the FedEx Cup leader because he won in November.
Walk through every golf course here in Myrtle Beach. There's 100 of them, right? Through the clubhouse, and ask that question.
Who's your FedEx
And
Cup
buy,
leader
and
right
buy
now?
everybody a beer that can give you the right answer.
Right.
You'll spend $10.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know Kevin Kisner was leading the.
Well, he is, yeah. And in
was the
fact,
leader.
you know, at 31 years old, he's not the new guard that's coming in. I mean, there's so many 20-somethings that
No,
are on
but
the,
he's new to the mainstream.
no question
Like
about
last
it.
year was his.
He was a late bloomer.
He's like Jimmy Walker.
Yeah.
Everybody's Jimmy Walker's got to be one of those young guys a couple years ago. He's 34.
who, getting to this event, Jimmy Walker was in playoff with Patrick Reed last year,
Yes.
and kind of.
He choked it up down the stretch to get into that playoff.
I was just going to say,
Good night.
Is he going to be on your team this
He
year?
is on my
He
team.
is.
And Patrick Reed
but
isn't.
probably
And
not-
Patrick Reed isn't.
But you'll bench him on the fourth day.
But I probably will bench him on the fourth day. Yeah.
So, and again, folks, that's how you do it. That's how you do it in fantasy golf. You have 4 days. You put your players in. You move them around, and it's all about points. It's not about wins. It's not about who's going to win the tournament. Obviously, if you pick the winner, you get
get bonus points
but
if
no
you
question
pick the
about
winner.
it.
Now, don't get me wrong. When you say that's how fantasy golf works, let's be honest. There's people who listen to us. There's several ways to play fantasy golf.
No question.
And there are several websites that do. You just pick 4 guys and you're stuck with those
Right.
4 guys all week.
Right.
What we play on Yahoo, and what a lot of people play on Yahoo, Yahoo gets millions of players, is you get 8 players. You get 4 and 4 on the bench.
Right.
And then you can exchange them for each other day by day.
Right.
So, but once you start them for the day, you're done with them but once you play them, you get 10 times to play every player.
And let's see. I'm going to check. Let me refresh this because I know I just got a text that another guy just joined our league. So,
Nice.
So we're doing pretty good. We got a bunch of players in. We could use
All right.
some more.
So you're saying Jordan's your guy to start off?
Well,
Yeah, that's what you said.
I like him. Just listen. I love to be in first place, and I see him playing well. He loves the venue. I think he plays. He usually plays well there.
Do you want to win this week so you can brag the rest of the year that at one point you were in first place?
Pretty much, yeah. Come on, I was in first place a lot last year, or second, or third.
I want to be in September
Right.
in first
So
place.
you can get all the points. I
So
get
can
you.
get all the points.
And again, folks, it is a points league. So, just contact us through thegolfdirector.com. Again, you can contact me, facebook.com/fantasygolftv. Twitter at fantasygolftv. Everybody tweets. So, and then fantasygolftv.com. Contact us.
what's your
get in
Twitter?
that. Get in this league and let's have some fun.
What's your Twitter? you even remember
jdeal268 at twitter.com. Hey, it's a good
It's not
one.
at twitter.com. It's jdeal268.
at-
What's the 268?
It's I shot 268s in one day, and that was Bethpage. That was when I was
There
a
you
pro
go.
at Bethpage. I played Bethpage Black and Bethpage Red, 2 of the hard courses there. Had a day of my life, 268s the same day. Played 36 holes that day.
I shot 68 on Monday last week.
You did.
Yeah, and I was on the 14th hole. Had to keep going.
Well, that was a long time ago, no question about it. In fact, I got new clubs, and they're sitting in my golf bag, and I had to dust them off the other day. They're still brand new. Haven't touched them. But,
Really?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Wow.
But okay, so let's get to let's bring it up here. Let's get to my picks, and I've got some picks in, and you said Jordan is not going to be on your
He's
team.
not on my team.
So I do want to talk to you about Dustin Johnson.
He's not on my team.
But they usually come out of the box. Dustin comes out of the box so well. Is that only because you're saving him kind of towards the end?
Sort of, kind of. Dustin, listen, I'm on the fence about Dustin this week.
If you want to keep it secret, you can just say it's none of your damn business.
No. I tell you all the time.
Because that's what it sounds like.
all the time.
I don't trust whatever comes out of his mouth right now.
I'm on the fence about Dustin. It's not Thursday yet.
Remember, folks, we're competitors in this league, too.
It's not Thursday yet. But if it started tomorrow, he's not on my team.
Okay. It's a short list.
The A list is a very short list.
I mean, all the lists. It's only 30 players playing. So
Bubba Watson is on my team because he definitely plays well at Capello.
Okay.
He's top 10 the last 2 times, and he's won there. He will be on my.
What did I just do?
On my team, he just changed Bubba Watson. Yeah. See, this is what Jeff does. This is what he did all year last year to me and the professor and the Big Z. He takes what we say on all these shows, and then he goes in and he changes his lineup.
Well, what do you think? I mean,
Well,
you
yeah,
think I started this
absolutely.
show for nothing? I need the help.
Where'd that
no.
get you? Sometimes you got to go with your gut.
You know what? And I do it. And my problem is I tinker a little bit too much that Saturday and Sunday.
You tinker sometimes in your lineup. Even your last-minute decisions on Wednesday evening.
Listen, what's
like when you lock down your team, you make a last-second
I do
change,
and
you regret.
I do. I base it a lot on gut. I do my research, and it's important to look at your past venue, look at your history at that venue for that player. Yeah, I look at momentum. There's so many different aspects.
If you're gonna win weeks in this, you got to get lucky.
Well,
listen, especially on a week like this, everybody's gonna take. There's 3 or 4 guys everybody's gonna have, right? And especially in a week like this where the field's limited, I would bet when it's all said and done, you look down the 20-some people in our league, or however many it ends up being, 2/3 of the lineups, 6 of the 8 guys will be on everybody's team.
right.
And then, but where it can separate you is if you're lucky enough to grab a guy that nobody else has that has a really good week. They don't even have to win. They just have to score. Remember, it's by the day. It's by the day. Here's the thing. A guy like J.B. Holmes, if you're going to pick him, which I have this week, you better start him because he's a guy that comes out the gate hot.
He does.
He shoots 65 on Thursday.
He does.
You turn around and bench him on Friday because he's going to shoot 71 on Friday.
Who else does that? Brant Snedeker.
Brant Snedeker does that.
He's famous for that.
Yes.
He's on my team.
Bubba Watson does that.
Yeah, he's kind of inconsistent that
Connor
way.
Stenson does that. There's a lot of guys that
I
go
like
out
Stenson
on,
this year.
and if the venue's right, Boo Weekley does that.
But here's a couple. Again, those 20-somethings, those Brooks Koepkas and Patrick Reeds and I just Justin Thomas's, Troy Merritt. These guys are ready. They're all ready to break out. And you said earlier it's going to be a very difficult year, and I think that holds true with these 20-somethings that are coming out.
Yeah, because there's a long list of guys that got their first win last year.
Yeah.
Well, now they're all ready to get their second and third win.
And you're
going to see a lot of that this year.
As a golf professional, I've played in enough competition. Not a lot, but personally, if I look at this kid, Jordan Spieth, who is everybody's favorite, the best player in the world, and I'm sitting on my couch, and I'm a golf pro, and I'm playing against him, and I'm thinking, damn, I could do that, man. I can do that. Look at this kid.
Huh?
And I think like what Tiger did in the past with elevate everybody's game, Jordan is going to also do that.
Well,
and
I think collectively they're all raising each other's games.
Oh, no question.
Jordan is it's easy to say Jordan is ahead of that.
But Jordan's younger than all of them.
But it was just 2 years ago we were saying that's what Rory was doing.
Well, I agree with that. And I guess maybe this is the 2-year itch that
and then there's going to be a lot of people saying Jason Day is going to do that.
Oh, Jason's just turned the corner. I think he's going to be so strong this year.
He was so.
Was that the vertigo thing? Probably.
I think it might be.
No question.
At Jordan's age, Jason Day was finishing runner-up third. He was top 3 and top 5 in the majors in in the big events. He just couldn't quite get over the hump at speed at 21, 22. And then he even had a completely down year where he fought an injury, where he hurt his thumb and his wrist. And he's completely healthy. He's another year older. And he's one of those, and just like the best of the best, when you win more.
Right.
If you're really good, if you win, you're going to win more. And Jason Day got on that streak where he won, and then he won again. And then he boat raced everybody at the PGA. And then he won again going into the playoffs. He just started to figure it out. He finally got that taste of winning. Ricky Fowler's another one who everybody just assumed he was already winning because he was so popular and everybody liked him. Going into last year, he had one win.
Right.
One PGA Tour win. He got, 4 wins last year? Changed the swing.
Well, here's a guy, Brandon Grace. I talk about some breakout guys now. He's number 4 in the world, 5 in the world?
4 or 5, yeah.
Right?
He's number 5 golfer in the world.
Who's never won.
And 80% of golf fans couldn't tell you who he is.
Yeah. But you watch out for him this year. I like him. He's the breakout player. Him.
He's a
Tony Finau.
He's a golf shot onto the train tracks away from being the U.S. Open champ, by the way.
Yeah. A train track shot.
I mean, he is a flared shot onto the train tracks from being the U.S. Open champ and not Jordan Spieth.
Well, I want to give the folks just information on the league again. Again, go to fantasygolftv.com. You can go to Twitter at fantasygolftv. We're going to have some stuff on there. You could join this league. Again, the first round is Thursday, so you're going to have to get your team. You got to register a team, throw an email address in there, use a username and password, and just get in the league. You'll read some of my editors, the commissioner's notes. I'm the commissioner of the league. And then if you want to stay in, just let me know, and we'll keep you in for the year. It's a long season. It goes straight through. It's 3 segments. The winter segment we're in now, then the spring segment, and then we go to the summer segment, which ends with the Tour Championship, usually at East Lake, so down in Atlanta. FantasyGolfTV.com, Facebook.com/FantasyGolfTV, and Twitter at FantasyGolfTV. We're going to do some heavy social networking this year. Yeah. Give me one lock before we go for this week. Bubba Watson. Okay. And do you have a guy that you're going to keep on the bench that you like that you're just not sure about, but you're going to keep him on the bench?
Yes, Brooks Koepka.
Okay. See, I'm going to start him, I think. I like him.
The change of clubs has got me not starting him.
That's true. So,
and Dustin Johnson might end up on my team.
Oh, you're telling that at the end of the show.
He might end up on my team.
Well, folks, thank you very much for joining us for the preview show of the 2016 Fantasy Golf TV show. And we're going to be with you every Tuesday at 3 o'clock, so stay tuned. And we do have some information to give you. TGD Radio and TV are produced and broadcast by the Zeus Radio Network for thegolfdirector.com. When visiting the Golf Director, be sure to check out our feature golf course pages where you'll find up-to-date information about course conditions, specials, and much more. Need help with your next golf vacation? Hashtag JustCallDave. Give us a call at 844-GO-GOLF1. That's 844-464-6531. All of our TGD programming is archived for your listening and viewing on demand. To catch up on a show you might have missed, click on the TGD Radio and TGD TV tabs in the menu at thegolfdirector.com. We're now available on over 1 billion devices at iTunes, Audio Realm, TuneIn, YouTube, Ustream, Roku, Periscope, Blueberry, Catch Me, and the Myrtle Beach Golf app. Obviously, the Myrtle Beach Golf app is huge in town here. We're Myrtle Beach based, so my name is Jeff Deal. I'm your host. Brian, thank you for joining me again.
Always fun, brother. Have a good year this year.
Yeah, have a good year. Good luck. There's more TGD golf news and information coming up, folks, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, good start. Not bad.
It was good.
I've been so out of the loop. I was surprised I did so well in my
It's
own
just
mind.
talking, man. It's just talking.
Yeah, I talk about golf all the time, but we've been out of the